Hello and welcome to my channel. I go by Lily and this is my February reads for 2023. Dream and Sun. I've reread the first two volumes as I had them for a while, enjoyed them like I had before. I very much relate to the first volume and the main character's feelings. Then I read 3 through 5, so spoilers ahead because I want to put a little context. So she falls in love with one of the guys and then moves on from him. I'm not good with names, so though I just read this pretty much moments ago, don't ask me what any of the characters are because I've already forgotten. Besides Zen, anyway, she falls in love with another character and I don't really like it. I've had a bit of spoilers, but I'm not sure where it falls into the story and haven't gotten to that point. That isn't exactly what I don't like about this character though. I think as a background character he would have been fine, but as a love interest I just find him annoying. Maybe because I'm disappointed the guy I was hoping didn't really have a chance. Not that he was perfect or anything, because he did a no-no. I think this started strong for me and then fell and really lost me along the way. It left off on a cliffhanger on volume 5, which I kind of want to know what happens next, but I'm also not interested in the character. I don't know if I want to finish this series or not. I'm very conflicted on this one. I'm sure the guy has some awful past and why he acts the way he does. If someone has read this, comment and let me know if I should continue this or not, if it's worth finishing, preferably without spoilers. Outbride. I reread volumes 1 and 2 because I always forget what is going on, and then read volume 3. This one gets really spicy near the end, just a warning. There's a lot of manipulation in the third volume. There is a character that I really don't like. I have a hard time really talking about this series just because there isn't a whole lot of plot to talk about. We're creeping ever so slowly, but it's a lot of making out and touching, and that's pretty much it. They left us in the middle of a spicy scene. Why, I don't know. We will have to wait till June to continue. Because I was in the mood to read something really romantic, I reread volumes 1 through 4 of A Sign of Affection. Dawn of the Arcana. I read through the whole series, 1 through 13. Within a few days, I couldn't stop reading. The series starts off so strong and just drew me in. The female lead is just awesome. She's so strong. Doesn't care about the royalty that she was forced to be married into, and beats to her own drum. Now, because she's still a young girl, she can't fight everything that is thrown at her. It has a lot of ups and downs. I don't want to spoil anything, but there are a lot of twists that I wasn't expecting. And the end. Wow. I loved it so much. I don't think I'll be rereading it for a bit, though. I will reread it, but I need some time. The author does an amazing job. I've really enjoyed her works and will keep an eye out for anything else that comes out by her. If you like her other works like The King's Beast, which is set in the same universe, or if you like Yona of the Dawn, I would recommend this series. It's a lot shorter than Yona. Mars. Kodansha had a deal for Valentine's Day and gave some volume 1s for free, Mars being one of them. I didn't really have any interest in picking up this series simply because it's older and harder to find. I'm glad there's digital versions so others can read it. I will say this series is just not for me. Popular, misunderstood main male and socially awkward loner female lead. She gets bullied and he helps and then becomes the main reason she's getting bullied. It's just not my cup of tea. If you don't mind the older look and more classical tropes, there is the digital version. A Condition Called Love. I was able to read the first volume of A Condition Called Love, another free one that Kodansha gave out. I thought it was very cute. I really enjoyed the boy being really in love with the female lead, but her being kind of indifferent to love. I could see why by the end of the volume as to why she is like that. Do I think his actions are always the best at times? No. I do hope he learns to grow out of some of these things, along with her growing in her feelings. I do think this is very cute, but I wouldn't say it's for everyone. I scooped up volume 2 as well and enjoyed it. Not sure if I'll pick up the physicals or not. I'm not going to say the full name because I'm going to butcher it, but I'm just going to call it Beat Club. I may put it up on the screen, the full name. I read these volumes quite a long time ago and kind of forgot how over the top these were, that I really don't know if I want these in my collection anymore. I think I enjoy the main couple. I think they're really cute, and the rest of the cast of characters are just odd. The whole thing is just not okay. I don't really want to say much else about the series. If you're even slightly interested, there is a couple of episodes of the anime. It is mature, so 18 plus, and look up the tags. Probably going to butcher this, but Shoujo Achara. I've had this in my collection for a long time, and I know I've read some of these at some point, but honestly forgot everything about it. I read through 1 through 10. I have 1 through 5 in my collection. The library app had 1 through 10 plus some side stories. At the beginning, I was kind of worried that I wasn't going to like it since it's set in elementary school, but I quite enjoyed it. They start off in 4th grade till they get to 6th grade, and I think it leads into high school. It's a magical girl transformation. There are boys who transform as well. I found it very cute. Some points I think were not needed, like the sister brother thing could have just not been a thing. I guess my only complaint is no one has a clue as to why things are happening, and it's just happening because it does. I could only read to volume 10, so hopefully they get the last 2 volumes, as I want to know how it ends. They also had the Character Egg spin-off volumes, 1 through 3. There's a 4th one, I believe, and I didn't like it very much. I think it was cute. It was just little adventures that they went on. I won't add it to my collection, but I've read it. There are 4 volumes in total. I'm adding things in. Depending on if the library app gets the last one, I may or may not read it. And the last thing that I read, the Husky and his white cat. This is not a manga. This is my first time reading a danme, so it took me a bit longer to get used to the language and wording, because I've read Japanese media and like Korean for a very long time, so getting used to Chinese words took my brain a little bit longer to figure out. I read the first volume. It's still ongoing. Only 2 are out at the moment. The main characters are a master or a teacher and a student. The student did a lot of bad things in his first go of life and then was sent back in time for a redo. It's a boys' love and mature, so if you're not old enough, don't read this. I'm not going to lie, I didn't like the student at the beginning. I still don't 100% like him. I've grown to not completely hate him. I really enjoyed the supernatural elements to the story. I think that is the biggest draw for me. The romance is alright. I do enjoy it. Enemies to lovers just isn't my favorite. And of course, they had to end on a cliffhanger. At the end, I was like, no, you just can't end it like this. I need more. I don't have the second book. How could you do this? So cruel. Safe to say I will be completing this series. These are expensive though. They're $25 a book. So I would only be able to get them on sale. Thank you for watching the February reads for 2023. Like and subscribe and comment if you like videos like this. It helps out the channel. I hope you have a wonderful day.